If you have not seen it yet, this is what appeared on his personal page at his medical school. So you see his name, but clearly you see towards the right-hand side of that picture, an image depicting somebody in blackface, and then another in a KKK wardrobe, full with the the headgear, everything. So, clearly this is a troubling image. And soon after this image was revealed, soon after, the media, reported about this, Governor Northam made an apology. And he did admit to being one of the figures in that picture. He admitted to being one of them. Now, it wasn't clear which one he was admitting to be, but he did say that, yeah, he was in the picture, and he apologizes. No call, no intention to resign from office or anything like that. But like I said, he did apologize. Now, that language quickly changed up. He quickly kind of backtracked from that initial apology. And then he had a press conference on Saturday, I believe this was, right?
Yeah, with his wife. His wife was up on the stage with him.
Right. Wife was up on stage with him. And he changed his tune. He was now proclaiming that he was not in the picture, that it was a mistake, that the school actually made a mistake. And there were other pictures depicting people, that were wearing blackface all throughout that medical school yearbook. And that by mistake, that picture was placed on his personal page. And that it wasn't him. He would remember something like that.
So he apologized for it.
Yes.
I guess as a reflex action, but upon further examination, that wasn't him.
That's what he said. He issued a very firm denial. He said, quote, "I am not the person in that photo." Very firm, very firm. Now, during this press conference, okay? Now, if you saw the press conference, this is what I say. If you are coming to a press conference and you have to apologize for something, we know that it's standard operating procedure to come with a prepared speech.
Right.
Everybody does this, it's just par for the course now. It's just standard operating procedure. I don't like the practice because it makes it seem as though your words are not genuine, but maybe there are some things that you don't want to just be sitting there fumbling around in your head about. You want them jotted down. Fine. Like I said, it's accepted practice now. When you're coming to a press conference, when you have the mic, and you're not coming to apologize, you're just coming to convey that this is not me. I'm going to give you my recollection of events and what transpired, what took place, and how this could not be me. Why would you need to come with a prepared speech? That's what Northam did. He came with a prepared speech.
That same year, I did participate in a dance contest in San Antonio, in which I darkened my face as part of a Michael Jackson costume. It is because my memory of that episode is so vivid that I truly do not believe I am in the picture in my yearbook. You remember these things. I dressed up in a, what's his name? Michael Jackson, excuse me. That's why I had Pam with me. I had the shoes, I had a glove, and I used just a little bit of shoe polish to put under on my feet.
Now, what's not included is that in that little clip was the reason he used a little bit. The reason why he claimed he used a little bit. He claimed that he used a little bit because putting too much on, it would be hard to get it off. Mm-hmm. Shoe polish is very hard to get it off. I'm just thinking, wait a second. If that was your only time using blackface, then
how'd you know that?
How would you know that? So it was almost like one of those deals where you don't want to cop to the big crime. Mm-hmm. You don't want to cop to the big crime, so you admit some sort of smaller crime as if that's going to be more acceptable. I've seen people dress up as Michael Jackson before. Yeah. People who do not have a high concentration of melanin in their skin. I've seen people.
Actually, they don't need to. They don't need to. If you want to keep it real.
If you want to keep it real.
They don't need to.
See, that's what makes it weird. Like, you like 1970s Michael Jackson? Like, cause you gotta be specific.
Exactly.
So Michael Jackson himself gives you options. Michael Jackson gives you options. So you're right. You do not have to use blackface because, you know, mid 80s, early 90s, into the 2000s.
He did it for you.
He did, yeah.
He did it for you.
And most people can do Michael Jackson without blackface because he has a distinct look.
Right.
You can just wear a glove and a hat and a jacket and some high water pants with some white socks. And he'd be like, Michael Jackson.
Put on some hair or something.
Put on some
like
hair.
That. Yeah.
But he's copping to a lesser charge.
Yo, but the lesser charge too, this lesser offense has no pictures. So we can't see what it looks like. You're just giving us a story about it, right? But I like, my favorite part is that he forgets Michael Jackson's name. So when you saw at the beginning, when he was reading his prepared speech, he read the words Michael Jackson. No problem there. But when he's taking questions from the media, from reporters, and has to actually answer, he's talking about Michael Jackson. He's like, what story did we come up again?
See?
Michael Jackson, that's right. See, that's why I have my wife Pam here to get my story straight for me.
That's another reason why I think this is made up. Remember, he even said, like, oh, that's something I could remember. So if that's something you remember from such a long time ago, how do you forget the name of Michael Jackson? A person's name who stayed throughout media circulation since then. You don't forget that person's name. That's why it just looks to me like it's a bullshit story.
But soon after he forgot his name, and then like his wife reminded him, he went into the story about having the glove and how he dressed like Michael Jackson. These are all in like very important factors of like looking like Michael Jackson. So if you know that information, the name Michael Jackson would like automatically come to you. But it didn't. Why? No, I call bullshit, man.
But wasn't he about to actually do the moonwalk on stage? His wife had to pull his collar, like, don't do that. He was about to do the moonwalk. I'm saying this dude is not all the way there. He's not all the way there to me. I mean, it's like, number one, like when you are truly taking ownership of your actions, you don't minimize them.
No.
And his way of introducing this whole Michael Jackson outfit into the story is his way of minimizing the actions he was accused of being a part of. You see what I'm saying? Even if he wasn't, which he denies it, but still, you don't even minimize the accusation. You see what I'm saying?
He did.
You know what I'm saying? Like don't bring up the fact that you did do it once, but you only used a little bit of shoe polish. So I'm like, oh,
so we should just be a little bit upset.
Yes, a little bit. Like, thank you for discretion. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for using discretion, you know, before you went on your little blackface adventure. I really, you know what I'm saying? Like, thank you, dude. Like, get out of here.